Welcome back to Modern Warfare. Sorry, it's been a couple days. I'm gonna get right into it. Today we're taking a look at the P90. The most slept-on gun in this whole game. I think it's pretty underrated. It's a solid weapon. It's good. So yeah, let's take a look at this thing. Attachment-wise, it's pretty barren attachment-wise actually. But we got a few options. Obviously, we have the two recoil reducers, three suppressor options, and the two worthless ones that you should never use. Mainly compensator, best recoil reducing attachment in the game, and then monolithic. This gun has pretty small range, so having a little extra is not a bad thing. Plus suppression is good for SMGs. Barrels. This is the niche choice. If you want to build a true sniper SMG, this beats out the MP7 in long range. Throw this on there, very low, removes recoil basically, buffs your range, your velocity. This paired with a monolithic suppressor, extremely good at range. But it tanks your mobility, so I wouldn't suggest this unless you plan on using this at range. This gives you a little extra range, and the recoil isn't bad, so not having the recoil reduction doesn't hurt. It's a nice, solid, like, direct upgrade, but I wouldn't say it's a big deal. Lasers, the P90 likes to be hip-fired, so the 5 MWH laser is good. Attack laser isn't really worth it, I say, because ADS speed's already pretty good, and having laser visible isn't great. Obviously, the 1 MWH is just a good option. Optics. All of these are solid, but there's this unique ring sight, and this is actually really nice. I love the sight, so if you have it, definitely use that one. Underbarrel. They have no aesthetic, and they're all kind of just side grades. Definitely don't use the granulated. I would say I wouldn't use the rubberized either. I would just use the stippled, because the aim walking movement speed isn't really worth much in SMGs. I don't know. They're kind of side grades to each other. I'd rather just have a little extra stability, because the downgrade you get from the stippled, the aim walking movement speed, isn't that big of a deal. But neither are big deals actually. Rear grips. Again, stippled is always the best, and then rubberized for this gun because it doesn't have a lot of recoil control attachments. Not a bad option. So if you're running no suppressor and no underbarrel, and then like a laser and an optic and a stock, throw rubbers on there for a little recoil reduction. It's not a bad deal. Stocks, I don't really like any of these. One, for the aesthetic, and two, because I didn't notice a massive difference. Like, I really didn't. I'd say fly strap's probably the best, and here's why. Fly strap pairs well with the MWH laser and the stippled grip, because they all give you sprint to fire speed, so you can, quickly snap enemies. Bing, bang, boom. Win-win. So if you're building a reactionary class, that's probably your best bet. Perks. I'm going to say by far the best one is sleight of hand. This is a big base magazine size, but man, does it reload slowly. I'd definitely say sleight of hand. By far my favorite for this gun. And if I was just going to say best attachment period, this is the biggest singular effect you'll notice for this gun is sleight of hand. World of difference. Maybe statistically it's not a big deal, but in gameplay time, you will be feeling that reload a lot, because this gun burns through ammo and it reloads slowly, like an LMG. It's like the MG34, where it's like, yeah, it's really powerful, but I don't want to use it because it's so unwieldy. This cures a lot of that. Big attachment for this thing. So I got some classes here. This one right here is an all-rounder class. We got the ring sight. The fly strap is going to give us that sprint to fire speed. Stippled and grip gives us the sprint to fire speed and the aim down sights time. Rubberized grip tape and the compensator give us some recoil control. It's overall just a balanced class. Lots of variety. Second one is a sniper setup. We have a Pro Optic rubberized grip tape for recoil control, stippled grip for recoil control and stability, monolithic suppressor, and the forge tap retribution. Max range, max recoil control. That's all it is. This one right here, this is my hip fire with it. I got muzzle brake just because I didn't have anything else to put there. The MWH laser, fly strap, and stippled combo for that reaction time and hip fire accuracy, and then sleight of hand to reload faster. This is a naked one, and I couldn't really find another class to use this on. So let's get into speedball. Start talking about this. This gun's in a bit of a bad spot because it competes directly with the MP7 head-to-head. I don't think it beats it. I don't think it's terrible, but the MP7 feels like a direct upgrade to this gun. It's got way more attachments, way more variety, and up close handles itself a bit better. But that's not to say this is a bad gun. It definitely works. So yeah, let's get right into it. If you like the content, subscribe, all that stuff. Tell me what you think. So yeah. See, it takes a lot of bullets to kill stuff, but it can still drop kids. It's got a nice fast fire rate. See, it's got that big whack at the end of the reload, which buffs the timeout a lot. With this setup, the recoil kind of drifts left and right a bit, but it's not bad. Totally usable, I'd say. Like, definitely this setup gives you a good effective range with not sacrificing too much result. And your time to kill is you aim for headshots. This gun is one of those headshot guns where it's just world of difference between getting headshots and not getting headshots. It's not going to melt people in the same way the MP5 or the MP7 will up close, but it will definitely hold pace with ARs and shotguns. And I guess that's all you can ask for out of an SMG like this. It's just a good setup, but you can really feel that reload. You can really feel the reload. Because I'm just constantly having to reload. Because, well, you do have the big mag size. See, I couldn't finish that reload before combat there. I'm going to try to reload here. Yeah, you just can't reload. I know I could have killed one of those 12 bullets. I was just trying to show off why that's an issue. We'll use this long range one, though. This is, I think, where this weapon actually shines. Because one of these spots where this beats out the MP7 is when built for range. It's very accurate. Very easy to use. It's got solid handling. Compared to like an AR with this kind of recoil, most ARs with low recoil handle very low. Not very low. Very poorly. This gun built for low recoil actually has very good handling still. And while its time to kill isn't going to nuke, and while its damage isn't going to tear stuff in half, I mean, that's respectable. I'm not really getting a whole bunch of headshots here, and it doesn't really need it. I think that's just... This is the way you're going to use this gun. Once you have it unlocked, I would set up for this, and I would use this as like a semi-marksman weapon. This feels like the marksman rifle of SMGs, which is a big jump, because the P90 in other Call of Duty games has always been kind of a close-range, run-and-gun, hip-fire monster. This gun deviates from that. This gun wants you to stay a little farther back, keep them at arm's reach, aim for the head, you know, and then use your superior handling and accuracy to compensate for your lower firepower. And I don't mind that. I think it's nice this gun has a unique spot. As long as you have a secondary that fits this, obviously a snake shot revolver, when paired with this, would be incredibly potent, because it gives you a close range emergency option. What else? Throwing knives, clearly, if you need to like just run an ammo and just need to drop some kid, you know, that'll work. This here is my favorite option by a mile, so definitely run this. I nicknamed this in the Sniper SMG just because that's kind of how it handles. Let's get this hipfire one set up real quick. And this is the other way to use it. I don't know if this is not better per se, but against bots, it's just like, oh, woo, you run around and hipfire them, just like the MP7 one. Although lower fire rate, comparable damage. I feel like it's lower damage, but I'm not sure. This is slightly worse hipfire, and you know, you can't get the 60-round magazine. The reload's slower. I have sleight hands, so the reload's faster, but comparative to the sleight hand on the MP7, it's slower. But I mean, this gun has so few attachments that are worth using. If you just like hip firing with it, it's kind of like just a cheap build design. Easy to set up. You can see right there, it just he ate bullets right there. Time to kill feels like it's from a different Call of Duty. This feels like a Black Ops 2 time to kill, not like a Modern Warfare time to kill. Yeah, you can see right there. We are at point blank. We just unloaded into two people and they did not die. If you ever saw the MP7 video, you saw that thing was tearing kids apart from this range. This hipfire is just way inferior and does not compete at all. So yeah, let's just break out the standard one real quick so you can see how it'll perform when leveling. Base irons are not bad, and the base recoil isn't bad. So I'll give it that. Naked, this gun has one of the lowest jumps from naked to a standard setup. If you're not going to specialize it, I did not see him there. If you're not going to specialize this gun really performs pretty well out the box. It doesn't need a whole lot. Which I guess is a boon. You throw a sight, like, if you get a sight level 2, so you get like 5 kills with the sight. And you're already dealing with this thing. Here, let's see, this source sight, so you can just see. First sight you unlock. Oh, there we go. Appreciate it, buddy. Thought I had C4. So you get a sight on this thing. I mean, you're getting a good deal here, experience-wise. So if you're like a low level and just unlock this thing, you're getting a competent firearm. I am just terrible. Holy crap. you're getting a good weapon out the box with no attachments on it. So I guess what I'm saying is it's a budget MP7 at best, and at worst it's a budget MP7. It's just a budget MP7. It's a slightly worse MP7 that you get. It comes out the box a little better than the MP7. And the MP7 default has a little rowdier recoil, a little less ammo. So it's not like, it's a little worse, but it's not crazy worse. And then if you look for marksmanship, it does beat the MP7 there. But for the majority of ranges, the majority of builds, I think the MP7 is just better. But that being said, it's still a cool gun. You know, it's a P90. I do think they kind of put a little emphasis on realism in this game. If they added a 5.7 and added the 5.7 millimeter, whatever it is, ammo for the P90 and the freaking 5.7, that was what made them super popular in the first place. If you don't know what it is, it's basically small caliber ammunition that's armor penetrating. And if this gun came with default FMJ and could equip kind of a super FMJ, it could kind of deal with juggernauts and some ground-based kill streaks and other stuff like that more effectively. I think this would add a great niche to this gun. As it is, I really don't know if it's worth it. I mean, obviously, if you want to gold everything with the gold in it, but if you don't really achievement hunt, I don't think this subjectively is a very good SMG. It's not bad. Definitely not the worst SMG by a mile. I'll be talking about the Uzi. I mean, I don't know what the worst. The worst SMG is. There's one of them sure it's the worst. It's definitely not the Uzi, right? The Uzi is a good gun. It's not a bad gun. I'll talk about the Uzi later. I don't feel like suffering with it right now. It's just, it's a travesty. I'm playing like a travesty right now. Boss. Right there is about the fastest you can, I mean, it'll do the job. I guess it's the easiest way to put this gun. It's not great, but it does the job. And I guess at the end of the day, it's all you can ask for. So that's about it. That's all I got. If you like it, leave a comment, all that jazz. And yeah. Before I go, I just want to clarify, my style for these videos has been to make them easy to digest and not too serious. I feel like a lot of videos on how these weapons work in classrooms, and I really don't want that. I just want to kind of feel like I'm just describing it to you and talking to you about it while showing it to you, and not as much, you know, lecturing you on all the, oh, we've got this exact damage curve over medium range, but it at 16 meters it drops to this exact. That doesn't. No one gives a crap. I mean, I used to, but I realized that just practical effectiveness was much more tangible. I don't know, tangible. It was easy. I'm not dissing anybody that does that. Like, I get it, and I used to watch a shit out of that stuff when I was younger. But especially for this game, there's so many minute stats. It's better, I feel, to just get a general feel for what a gun does and how it performs in comparison to its competition, rather than giving a bunch of numbers, which at the end of the day don't mean a whole lot. Because a number can be a lot of things, but performance is, it kills fast, it's got good recoil, it's got bad handling, it doesn't have a lot of attachments, its best competition is slightly better than it. I feel like that's more understandable than listing a bunch of numbers that out of context mean nothing. Again, not dissing anybody who uses a different style than me, just kind of want to describe what I'm doing, want to make it easy to understand, easy to listen to, and I don't know, not as much of a headache to record. So, yeah, that's about it. If you liked it, appreciate it. I always like when people like my stuff. That's about it. Deuces.